Greetings, YouTube. Pull up a chair, pour yourself a drink, take a deep breath. We need to talk. No, I'm not breaking up with you. Although, I do feel like the we need to talk sentence is kind of triggering to so many people because that usually does mean something's about to go down. In this case, something is about to go down. It's called deflation, or really, I guess you could say deflating realities mean inflating prices. This is a pretty cool picture. This is the $30 Tony Stark's briefcase from the July 4th weekend sales of 2021, just a few months ago, right? This is for Thronebreakers, I should point out. Thronebreaker players got a chance to limit 3 for purchasing 35 plus 1 generic 6-star 6 stones and 10 plus 5 5-star generic 6 stones, along with the normal amount of gold and a 6-star basic crystal worth of shards. It was incredible. This was all about signature stones. So if you do the math, right? If you do the math, and we're just going to double check our handy dandy calculator so we're not making anybody say that's not right. If you bought all the 6-star 6 stones, you'd be able to take a 6-star, let's just say you had an awakening gem. You could take it from SIG 1 to SIG 106. That's if you bought all 3 of the Tony Stark's briefcases, which would be a total of $90 American plus tax plus the conversion rate, which for many of you would cost more than that, like in Canada and Australia. But of course, we don't need a calculator to do the other math. You could take a 5-star from SIG 1 to SIG 151. It was 150 5-star 6 stones and 105 6-star 6 stones, along with a 6-star basic crystal worth of shards, and again, the normal amount of gold that unfortunately is always the cheap retail price of 100,000 gold per $10 US spin. This was huge. The only thing I didn't like about it was that you saw from this picture that before I bought any of them, I owned 113 out of 125 max capacity of 6 stones. And so that meant that most of my plus ones went into the overflow. And I remember saying on that video and just that whole weekend, why did Kabam give us the plus 5 5 stars, but not the plus 5 6 stars? And part of that was because they wanted to force people to use them, I guess. But it was kind of unfortunate, right? Why tick off your players? But whatever. That was in July. Traditionally speaking, Kabam likes to evolve the offers and include more for the next one, not less. So we are now going to compare July 4th $30 offer and this past weekend, which of course was Cyber Weekend. This is the $30 offer from this past weekend. Instead of 35 plus 1 6-star 6 stones, we had 10. Oh. Instead of 10 plus 5 5 stars, we had 10 plus 1 5 stars. And if you thought the only thing that they were nerfing to the ground was 6 stones, you'd be wrong, because it went from 10,000 6-star shards to 5,000 6-star shards. Now, they justified this because they included 3 more things in addition to the 6 stones and the 6-star shards of the July 4th offer. Most importantly, they included a 25% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selector, which was important, and I will say, objectively speaking, really helped me form a skill Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment fully formed, which was my second one, to eventually have my first rank 4 be Aegon. And yes, that is a controversial decision from a lot of people's perspective, but for me, it's a no-brainer. I love Aegon. When I have his combo up the most, I enjoy playing the game the most, and even though a lot of nodes make him irrelevant and a lot of content, you can't build a high enough combo for him to even be great. I also haven't fully explored the Abyss yet, so, trying to think ahead. So you have the 25% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selector. You have the 3 Tier 4 Class Catalyst Crystals, which the fact that the crystals are not selectors is a huge issue. And then you had just a couple of the Cavalier Nexus crystals, the generics, not the featured. So, Kabam wants you to look at this and think about Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments instead of signature stones. That is a huge deal because, of course, this was the signature stone bundle. By nerfing it to the ground, they're saying this. We know that we are making it easier for you to take a 6-star to rank 4. In fact, quite a few people took their first 6-star to rank 4 this weekend. As that occurs, as 6 stars become more powerful with bigger attack and health pools, signature stones go up in value, not down. And so by shifting this $30 Tony Stark's Briefcase Thronebreaker offer from mostly just 6 stones and 6-star shards to a combination of a few 6 stones, a few 6-star shards, and then a Tier 5 Class Callus Triumphant Selector, Tier 4 Class Callus Crystals, etc. They're saying, we don't want you to have as many signature stones because we also want you to pay a premium. And what is Kabam now charging for this? Well, Kabam has basically made it a quote-unquote good deal to spend $50 to dupe a 6-star or get 20 generic 6-star 6 stones, which also is what I like to call sigflation, because that was not the case when these were first introduced, but Kabam also knew that not a lot of people had a 6-star that they wanted to put 6 stones into. YouTube, this is the reality of the rest of the game for 2021. Keep in mind that we expect this to also be another reason, just like gold, for Kabam wanting you to throw as many units as possible and as much cash as possible to get those units on gifting crystals. Part of the reason why I told my subscribers that regardless of where the game was, I would spend the money on the Cyber Weekend offers was to hoard the units, not spend them, and then wait to purchase greater gifting units with those so that I wasn't spending additional cash during the gifting event. So basically it was targeted budgeting with revenue that my channel earned. And yes, 99.9% of people who play this game don't have a YouTube channel. If they have a YouTube channel, it's not earning them enough money to pour significant amounts back into the game and thus back into their channel. Kind of, it's like a revolving cycle, you know. Anyhow, what do you think about this? Do you think it's a way to just be more incentivized to spend on greater gifting crystals? And do you hope that there are generics in those, or do you still expect there to be 6-stone crystals? I kind of expect both. I expect there to be 5-star generics, but still 6-star 6-stone crystals. I hope I'm wrong, but if they are generics, that's going to make people who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and yes, alliances did do that. In fact, there are reports that over $1 million over the last couple of years, of which it breaks my brain that that could be true. If you spend millions of dollars, you don't want to just be able to max sig every 6-star, because then Kabam will lose money. So they still want it to be RNG dependent. And of course, a generic is not RNG dependent. You can use it on any champion of any class as long as they're awakened. All right, I am done with the rant. I am done with this breakdown. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.